So for those who do not know, basically Chantal's fake husband is what is considered a love rat. While Chantal was in Canada, he was in contact with one of our abusers, and the text messages he exchanged with the abuser were quite disgusting. He has rape fantasies, R-wording women. He was asking this woman how much money she was making because he needed some money, and he wanted to poop on her. It's like there's so much more if you want the full details. There's other channels that have that whole entire exchange between the husband, Chantal's husband, and the young lady that's involved, Bella. And Chantal has went on to take shots at Bella, calling her a whore and a whole bunch of different stuff. But now she wants people to sympathize with her. And to me, it's amazing how she doesn't understand why people don't sympathize with her. In order to be sympathized with, you must have empathy, which she doesn't.
This is a video I want to make once and once only. I feel like I've already explained this at the time that this incident happened, but I want to talk now about kind of the fallout effects of what happened between my husband and I. I don't really want to talk about what happened, but I want to talk about the reactions to what happened. I know the internet is forever, and these kind of reactions will probably never totally go away. Will never totally go away. These reactions will never totally go away. And I don't expect that. But I'm here to say that I don't care.
Chantal, but the mere fact that you keep on saying that you don't care, and yet you continue talking about it, it proves to me that you do care and you're highly bothered by it. So stop saying you don't care and then continue talking about it. It's an oxymoron at this point. Just get on and say what you have to say and leave it there.
I've deleted a lot of comments and blocked a lot of people, which I will continue to do, who just continue to visit my page. And if I have content with my husband, which of course I'm going to do, he's a big part of my life, you know, these comments will say.
And again, I am going to correct you one more time, and for the last time, with the whole husband thing. He is your husband of 6 days. You guys are not married. Husband of 6 days. Stop saying your husband. We can see through the whole thing. Your husband. My God, girl, I have more chemistry with my best friend than you guys do. Your chemistry, you don't even have the roommate chemistry. Your chemistry is so awkward and bizarre. It is so weird.
Things like, stop forcing your husband on us. We don't want to see him. Okay, number one, I don't care if you don't want to see him. And who's we? I want to see him. And there's still a lot of people who want to see him. And I'm not here to excuse what happened. A lot of people seem to think just because I didn't put on camera our discussion about everything and our makeup, that I just totally just accepted everything with ease. And that's totally.
You don't want to excuse him, but yet again, here you are trying to make excuses for him. And this logic is not logicking. Why are you making excuses for him right now?
Really not what happened at all. Okay, so yeah, I totally blamed him more because the other person involved is just a fake, two-faced clout chaser and irrelevant to my life. But yes, I totally blamed him more.
Okay, Chantal, stop lying through your stolen gums. Clout chasing off of what? He was elated that she had over 300,000 subscribers on TikTok. He told her that he worshipped her as. He told her at least he could live there and she can have kids. He told her so many things, Chantal. He loved her more. He worshipped her more than his family or something like that. What cloud chasing are we talking about? He is a love rat. What part of that don't you understand? Unfortunately for him, you are one of those people that you literally have to drag them out of your house for them to leave. You don't understand when people are politely trying to push you out. You just keep on running back. You did the exact same thing of a stabbing. And this dude, also, the first time you went back to Canada, the first chance he got, he was caught in the red room with another female. Hold up, let me set the picture here. And thank you, Shenanigans. The first time you went back to America, yeah, well, whatever, Canada, he was caught in the red room and sentenced to allow of his conquest. So you want us to believe that this dude is really in love with you? I know we're all delusional, but your level of delulu, ma'am, is off the chart. It's really, really off the chart. For some reason, I keep on hoping that the reality will sink in with you, but it doesn't seem that way. It's sad, but it honestly does not seem that way.
And the thing is, though, is, like I said many times, I evaluated our relationship. You even seen in those text messages between them that he's never done this before. And I want to give him another chance because marriage takes a lot of work. And I'm kind of understanding of the situation because I physically cheated, not just text messages. There was physical affairs, several, on somebody I was deeply in love with and somebody I loved a lot and cared about. And it was just, I was younger. This was many years ago. It's happened several times. And since then, I've never done it again.
And for context right here, she is talking about Pete. That's the first gentleman. She was engaged with Pete. And when Pete found out that she was cheating on him, he is such a simp, he told her he is okay with her cheating on him as long as she stayed with him. Simp, right? And the second person she's talking about is BB. I highly doubt that BB put up with that, because if we go back to our old videos, I think that was one of the things that pushed BB to break up with her. And she likes to make up this story that she broke up with BB, but no, BB dumped her. And I think, aside from her not taking care of her medical health, it was the fact that she cheated on him. And the one thing, whoever is new in the girl world, especially when it comes to Chantal, she lies a lot. She will twist and turn the story to fit her narrative. That's why nobody believes
never done
her.
It again. I've had the opportunities to, and I've never done it again. And I would never, ever, ever cheat again, ever. So I've grown up in regards to that. There's, things about the situation that have made us stronger communication-wise, in several areas. And we've moved on. So for people to come to my channel and say, don't force your husband on us after what happened, he's human. He messed up. It's not up to you. He doesn't owe you anything, random Debbie on the internet, leaving comments in my comment section. He doesn't owe you an apology.
I completely understand what you're saying right there. It's not up to anybody whether you forgive him or not. But you also, on the same coin, you have to understand It is not up to you whether other people have opinions on it or not. So it goes both ways. And other thing you need to understand, you two came on here acting all pious, and especially you, Chantal, you try to shove him down people's throats, and people told you we don't care for him, blah blah blah. So this is where we're at. And his behavior is not helping matters either. Like, people feel like he has not atoned for what he said in those messages, considering the language that he used and the foul things that he wanted to do with the Bible and the poop and everything that's disgusting. That's the issue.
He doesn't expect forgiveness from people he didn't hurt. And I'm the only one who needs to forgive, and I've done that. So if I've done that, the content, I'm sure, is shocking, but it was consensual. So people need to stop defaming and saying he's a predator or this and that.
The consensual part right there, I'm not going to get into that. They're both grown adults. I'm not going to get into that. But him being a predator, yes, he is a predator. He's a love rat. He is looking for women, it seems particularly for the Western women, who can financially support him. That is predatory. He is looking for weak, desperate women that will be willing to support his lazy ass and also get him out of Kuwait to make his way to the Western world. And unfortunately, Chantal, he found somebody in you that is weak-minded, who is trying really hard to do that for him, but it doesn't seem like you are going to be able to do so for him. So you don't seem to understand that he is actually trying to find other women to support him, and other women that will actually help him leave Kuwait and come to the Western world.
There's so many different interests that people have, 10 times worse than that. Safe words exist for a reason, right? So it's not predatory behavior. He's never hurt a fly. He's never harmed me in any way other than this incident. And that's why I chose to forgive him, because we have a solid marriage. I'm understanding based on my actions of the past that I was able to use to fully evaluate the situation. And it was a side of him he felt he had to hide from me. He didn't want to expose to me as his wife. And I understand that.
So this is the screenshot from the day that Chantal found out about the PoopGate. And he is in the gray, Chantal is in the green. Read the screenshot, and the part that always made me laugh so hard is when he says, regret what? There is nothing that says I love you more than regret what? I didn't do shit. It's more like he's saying like, bitch, what are you talking about? There's nothing going on over here. This is not part of a deal kind of situation. But also there was another screenshot within this message. I couldn't find it. It's not in my Rolodex, whatever. I think I got rid of it. After all this conversation, you go farther down with the same conversation. He asked her if she deposited the money in his bank account. You guys, can you imagine? You find out your so-called husband cheated on you, tells you regret what the F are you talking about? What did I do? And then have the footballs within the same conversation to ask you if you deposited the money in his bank account for him. Tell me that's not bananas. Tell me this does not scream desperation. And also in context, listening to this and watching this video again, I am thinking he is pissed off that people do not forget about the PoopGate. Somehow she's trying to fix this for him.
So for people to keep it going as some kind of shaming element, it's not going to work, because like I said, we worked it out, we moved on, we're the two people involved in the situation, not anyone else. Things like this commonly happen in relationships. Just because we're public figures doesn't mean we're not human. And I'm totally over it. I love this man. I love this man as a person. I love what he's done for me. I love what he continues to do for me. And he's a very, very wonderful, protective, providing, loving man. Okay?
I hope you love him as a person, but okay, yikes. But he is providing for you how? Going and fetching your unhealthy takeout for your stupid mukbangs. That is not providing for you. That is not protecting you. This man does not give two shits, Chantal. This man is more concerned about making sure that you're depositing money in his bank account. You're paying for that car that could blow up any second, providing him the luxury so he can do fuck all day long. Okay? He is more concerned about himself than he is about you. Why are you still trying to sell this bullshit, Chantal? Why doesn't your family tell you what the hell is going on? Or perhaps I'm being harsh, maybe they do. But you are so dead set on sticking it to the haters on the internet that you find yourself in this predicament. The whole thing is crazy.
And we are determined to make this marriage work because we love each other. And we're together out of love. You know, despite all odds of us, our age difference, our cultural differences, my health issues, everything else. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say. If you plan on coming to our accounts and just leaving stupid hate about the situation, you'll just be blocked over and over and over again. We don't care. They don't hurt our feelings. If they did, you know, we wouldn't be on camera. We wouldn't continue to move on. People make mistakes. We have a right to move on from that, just like everyone else in life who does worse things or does things that they regret, and they learn from it and they move on. I'm not weak. I'm not desperate. I've really taken the time to evaluate the situation, and in my own way, like I just did basically a lot of thinking overnight, and then the next day, you know, I came out with that because with my final decision. In retrospect, honestly, I wish I could have kept it, you know, just not even talked about it. I'm sure that would have driven people crazy, because people, you know, the sick thing is that this was brought public to try to have some kind of clout and like 15 minutes of fame, and no care or regard for anyone's feelings in the matter, you know. So it's just really sad that people are like that. And but it was public, so I had to say something about it. So and yes, I was very upset, and like I said, we have worked through that. I worked through it off camera. I know you guys are not used to me dealing with things off camera, but Salah's really helped me with that in my life. Appreciate privacy, especially in a relationship, because it's damning to a relationship to make it everyone's business when it's not. It's not. So the you know, Debbie Downers, the virtue signalers, the people who come to my channel and say, stop forcing your husband on us. Guess what? You don't have to watch my channel. You have millions of other things you can watch, literally. So if you come to my channel and you see my handsome husband, who's still a wonderful person despite his mistake, if you can't see that, you don't deserve to watch him anyway, and you can just go and watch something else. Whatever, you know, like, it is what it is. He's my husband. I love him, and he's always welcome in any way.
First and foremost, she likes to revise history. She took him back within hours of her finding out that he wanted to poop on another woman. She didn't sleep over it overnight. I think it was like an hour or two. She came back on a live stream and said that she was going to take him back, because from my perception is that she had nowhere else to go. I think her parents gave her a time limit how long she could stay at their house. Pete's living situation suits him. She could not stay there. So to ensure that nobody else was going to be taking her spot was by her running back to Kuwait. That's the only reason why she went back to Kuwait. So she does like to revise history. That's one of her specialties. And also I would like to thank Biddy and Shenanigans. I got the Red Room screenshots from Shenanigans on Twitter, and the other screenshot of the text messages between Scatman and Chantal, those also came from Biddy on Twitter. Thank you very much.